the Snyder Cut. Alfie, I know you haven't watched it, and you're not going to, which is fair. So I think I will give some major spoilers here, boys and girls, if any of you listen and have not watched it.
Yeah, big
fat spoilers. If you are still here after this spoiler warning, you've done yourself dirty. Fuck you. You can't blame me.
Yep.
Anyway, I watched the Snyder Cut recently, a couple of days ago. 4 hours of it. That's just very Zack Snyder of him anyway.
Snack
Snyder. He is a bit of a snack, I won't lie. Anyway, the Snyder Cut is the original vision that Zack Snyder had for his DC EU movies. That Warner Brothers fucked him over completely with Justice League, you know.
I was going to say, we should confirm that this is Justice League.
Yeah, this is Justice League. Excuse me, boys. The Justice League.
It's hard to miss, but
it's a fucking. First off, the 2017 Justice League movie, shit. It is. It's so tonally inconsistent. The characters there's no actual characterization in them. And worst of all, they did my boy Batman dirty. They did Batman dirty in that film. But then we cut to the Snyder Cut. 4 hours of it is long, but it does go away really fast.
From what I've heard, it's 4 hours of slow-mo.
See, but you've heard wrong, my guy. There is slow-mo in it, and sometimes it doesn't really add to the plot of the movie. However, it does add to the action scenes, and it does add to the characters in my opinion. And and sometimes it is quite cinematic with the slow mo.
Okay.
But well, the reason my dad said the same thing when we watched it together. He said that was really long, and I said to him, and I said, the reason why it's long is because Zack wants the audience to be on the side of the Justice League. And so in order to do that, you've got to introduce them to the characters. You've got to make the audience want to invest into them.
Yeah.
Which the MCU did perfectly.
Yeah.
With standalone films. That was
a huge problem that the DCEU had from the start.
Yeah.
They did Man of Steel.
I enjoy Man of Steel. I think Man of Steel did a decent job.
I haven't watched it.
Then I'd recommend watching it.
And then they did Man of Steel, and then they did
Batman v Superman straight away.
Yeah, and it's like, hold up, you've done Iron Man and then Captain America: Civil War. It's basically like
that's what I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
And you think between Iron Man and Captain America: Civil War, there was 8 years and
But what I'm saying, but if going by that logic as well, if it was just Iron Man straight to Civil War, the audience was still have some sort of, they would still have some sides, because the movie, if we're just taking the movie into a whole, it still shows off the characters and their personalities and their interests.
Yeah, but you lose so much relation to that character.
That's true. That is true.
You lose that emotional
connection. Like my boy Captain America. If there had been no movies before Civil War and it went straight into Civil War, I'd still like him. I think he'd be a great character, or good character, sorry, but he wouldn't be my boy Captain America.
Yeah,
but yeah, exactly.
It's like, so in Justice League, the only characters you've seen before are Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but you can only say Superman and Wonder Woman have only ever had standalone films.
Exactly. Yeah. So you're meeting Batman for the second time in a film. Yeah. Seeing as the first time wasn't his solo film.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's just like, hold up, this is a complete mess.
Yeah. So I
think that was the first problem with Justice League.
Yeah, exactly. It was. It's saying that. It goes back to the 4 hour thing. It actually does a decent job of showing. Zack does a decent job of showing who the characters are, what their intentions are. It does it does a good enough job. Like for spoiler alert, boys, we find out Aquaman. Arthur. He's a bit of a sickler. He's a bit of a cynic. He's a bit of a shed. He's got a lot of problems, identity problems, and all that.
Yeah.
However, he wants to. He is a good person. He wants to help. Like first time we ever meet him, he's in a village. Spoiler alert, boys. Anyway, again, he's in a village whose waters, whose fish supply has been iced over. No fish. There's no food for these villagers one bit.
Okay.
Every year, Aquaman guides fish through the icy glaciers so that the village can actually live. And
Okay.
then he disappears back into the ocean to help someone else who needs help. By actually spending time with Aquaman, even though it's long, but even though that happens, the audience automatically has a can understand and relate or even like Aquaman.
Hmm.
He's edgy, sure,
Yeah.
but that's besides the point.
Okay. Out of 5, what do you rate the film?
5 being the best, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a really good point. For I want to say 3.5 or 4.